This is the Big South Fork of the Cumberland River. On this kayak camping trip, we plan on covering 30 miles over the next 3 days and 2 nights. We decided to put in the river at Leatherwood Ford, just off of Tennessee 297. We plan on traveling at least 10 miles each day before we set up camp. And we're going to go until we reach Yamacraw, which is just off of Kentucky 92. On this trip, we plan on going through some rapids, including Angel Falls, Big Shoals, and Devil's Jump. We don't have much whitewater experience, so tag along because we're probably going to go for a swim. We've now traveled about 2 miles and we're about to hit Angel Falls. Tyler and Shootman decided to portage around, but me and Chance were going to give it a try. Made it through the big part. I was excited. Then all of a sudden I just lost my balance and there I went. I don't know what happened. Alright, let's see if Chance can do any better. Oh yeah, I made it look easy. Let's watch it one more time from Tyler's view.
Hell yeah!
Now we're going to travel about 5 more miles, hit station camp. That's where Shootman's going to pull out. Then it's just going to be Tyler, Chance, and me. Well guys, we're about 7 or 8 miles in. Water's pretty calm. Got about 2 more miles till camp. Gather some firewood, set up camp, cook supper. It's been a good trip. Well, we have made it to camp. A little flat sandy spot. Here's a quick time lapse of us setting up camp, and I have to say, camp is probably one of my favorite parts of the trip. Nothing like catching up with your buddies, hanging out, having a good time, enjoying nature with zero cell phone service. We stayed up late last night talking around the campfire, so we decided to sleep in this morning. Now we're up making some breakfast. Unfortunately, the day before, I lost one of my GoPros. This morning I woke up and got my drone out and decided to fly, get some good footage, but ended up wrecking into a limb and it fell into the river. So let's just say this turned into an expensive trip. But that didn't keep me from having a good time. On this section of river, you have a lot of shoals and wave trains, but you also have a lot of flat water with awesome views of rock faces and large boulders. We traveled another 10 miles on the second day until we found another awesome camp location. One of the luxuries of kayak camping is the amount of gear that you can take with you And as you can tell, we had some awesome meals.
Yeah. You're preparing yourself for when you flip tomorrow if it doesn't come.
You're right.
You gotta prepare the body.
Prepare the body.
He's filming now, so you got it. It's hard to breathe, ain't it?
After a nice cold swim, we got our bellies full, and then we hit the hay to get rested up for day 3. As you can see, we ate breakfast and now we're starting to pack up and get ready to head out. It's the start of the 3rd day, and it didn't take long for the unexpected to happen. As you can tell, there's 2 large boulders in the middle of the river. Chance and Tyler had already decided to pick their line to go left. For some reason, I was very indecisive, and I started out wanting to go left and then changed my mind to go to the right side. That wasn't successful. As you can tell, the current's really strong. Ended up pushing me in this rock. After feeling the current, I started to panic. Then I flipped, got pinned up against this rock. The kayak ended up coming around and hitting me. Luckily, I had on a life jacket and a helmet. Like I said, the current was really strong, trying to push me underneath the rock. All I could think about was getting out of this situation. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't have much whitewater experience. This goes to show how dangerous it can be. It opened my eyes for sure.
Low update. Didn't record much because a lot of stuff just went down, but we couldn't retrieve the boat. It was too dangerous, so we decided to leave it. And we don't have cell phone service. I don't even have GPS out here, but I took some screenshots on Chance's phone. He had GPS. I'm headed up to Bear Horse Camp, and I'm just gonna stay put there. They're gonna finish out the trip, come back and get me, or I'm gonna try to find a ride and go back to our truck, which is parked at the end at Yamacraw. But I tell you what, a lot of bad luck this this trip, but just goes to show you how fast it can go south. Anybody want to do this stuff, make sure you're not alone. Have GPS, have a backup plan, because you never know when something like this might happen. So I'm just glad to be okay, and this is a big learning experience. I'm glad it happened now instead of something down the road where it could have been worse. But anyways, I'll keep on hiking and try to get towards camp.
Luckily, I ended up finding the horse trail and I followed it to the camp. There were some awesome people there that greeted me with water and ended up giving me a ride back to my truck, which was located at Yamacraw, where I waited on Chance and Tyler to finish out the trip.